Hello everybody and welcome to another video. This will be my first real how to tame a dino video. So I hope you guys will like it. If you do like it, put a comment and well, here we go. The Megaraptor, one of the new dinos that came out with the new Valguero map as well. And as you can see, this thing looks really, really nice. It looks fierce. I mean, look at this. The animations, everything. It is a nice creature. In this video, I will be talking about where to find Megaraptors, how to tame Megaraptors. I will also be talking about the color regions of the dino, the saddle. I'll be talking about the abilities. And then at the end of the video, I got a few bonus tips for you, so make sure you stick to the end of the video. I found Megaraptors in the jungle, in the chalk hills, and in the redwoods. But to be honest, you can find them everywhere. To actually start taming Megaraptor, you'll of course need that Megaraptor and a torch. Better is a ascended torch and good armor. What you look for is the spike here, or the Megaraptor altar. You need to get it close to the spike, because otherwise it's going to say like it's too far away, or it's out hunting when it's fighting another dino. Like here, it's killing that parasaur. That's my cue to run to the spike with my torch equipped now. And then it caught up with me, so I can interact with the spike here, and the mini game starts. What I like to do is I watch from on top. I move my camera on top so I can see left and right. And then you hit it, you see the stars, which means you gain torpor. And the minigame is actually just this. You wait until it's popping up. You hit it with the torch. And then it's a rinse and repeat. You see the torpor bar moves up when I hit it, and you see the stars. And if you don't miss like this, then you can just keep going until the torpor bar is full, and then it will be tameable. So just to spare you all that time, I'm gonna speed up the process. And there we go. The last few hits I do want to show you. And eventually it will go to sleep. And there's the last hit to be done now. And boom, it is asleep. All you need to do now is put like exceptional kibble in, or extraordinary kibble. You can also do a raw mutton if you don't have those. There's sheep everywhere. So yeah, that's that process. A good alternative for like console players could be like you hit the spike here, you start the mini game, and then you just walk in circles around the spike. You circle around it, and when you see the Megaraptor, you hit it, and it's gonna be the same thing over and over until the Megaraptor is asleep and the torpor bar is filled. And finally, after all that waiting on official servers like here, it is tamed. And look at this magnificent creature. Our very first high-level tamed Megaraptor unofficial. For the abilities, basic movement, you can move sideways. You can do it even with sprint, which makes it even nicer. And it turns around really well. So it's really smooth moving. For the rest, you got a jump. Then you got a double jump, which is jumping after you jumped once. And then you can also do the dive pounce, which is after you jump or double jump, you press C and you pounce, and everything in that dusty circle gets damaged. Other than that, you got the melee. Left click, you got the double melee with R to do the finisher. You can also do 3 melees and then press R, which gives you the finisher and applies a bleed. But that's the basic ones. At first sight, the abilities of a Megaraptor are straightforward, but there's more than that. I will try to break it down for you and go a little bit deeper. There is one buff that a Megaraptor will always have, and that is the Isolator buff. That's the bonus damage against isolated enemies. Then there's a second buff that has a condition, and that is the Solitary Hunter buff. And you deal more damage and you take less damage when you're away from other Megaraptors. So that means, preferably, your Megaraptor needs to be the only one when you're out hunting in a group. To actually test this out, I'm here on a Megaraptor. You can see I have an Isolator buff, but I do not have the Solitary Hunter buff. And we're like 1 foundation apart. So I'm gonna try and move and see what the point is where I get the Solitary Hunter buff again. So here's 5 foundations, still no buff. We go to 10 foundations, nothing is happening. 15 foundations, and still no buff. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And we see we still do not have a buff. But then if I just move 1, you will see that the buff on the top right is coming back, and I got it in my buffs list again. So the sweet spot is like 20 to 21, from the 20th to 21st foundation. So meaning that if you are within 20 foundations or 60 meters from another Megaraptor, you will lose your Solitary Hunter buff. So that's a good thing to know here. Up next is the Camo buff, or the Camo ability that we want to test here. And we are testing because it didn't seem to do much. If increasing the distance from the target would increase the stealth or the camouflage. And you can see here, as I'm going further away, I tend to get more transparent Sarges here standing still. It's in POV of Sarge. And the further I go, you can see it here, the more transparent or the more camouflaged I get. Up to like 11, 12 foundations. That seems to be the sweet spot. If I go 13 foundations, you get this glaze effect, crystally glaze effect like you see here. The next thing I want to discuss is the hunting ability. So you have to hold right click, aim to your target, and then it will become hunted like you see here. And now you get that buff, which means you have increased movement speed while you're running towards your hunted target. So I'm not sure what speed buff you get, but for the sake of the video, I'm just showing you. I'm hunting a target, run up to it. You actually run faster, so that's nice. I have no data on how much faster you run, so if anybody has that data, let me know. Another thing that caught my eye is here on the top right, that shield icon. So apparently you get a shield after you kill a enemy, and it is called Invigoration. So of course I am curious and I'm gonna test it out. We have a target here. It's got 3,400 HP, and the shield value is 2.5% that you get of that target's HP when you kill it. So here I start with 1. I am gonna kill it. There we go. We hunt. We're gonna kill it. I mean, it's going quick. This thing is a beast. And there we go. And we end up with 86. So it is actually 2.5% of the HP of your target that you get when you kill that target. And last ability, at least, that I want to cover here is the roar, which is the C button on PC. I mean, it's a roar. It's not a fierce roar, but it's a roar. As for color regions of Megaraptors, I wanted to show you and include this into the video. So here we go. There's region 1, or C0. You can see it on the chin, on the bottom, and on the feet. You can also see that region 2, or C1, is not seen. Region 3, which is the front and the beak, and in the back it's the feathers, the outside stroke of the feathers, and the heels. It's not too bad. Then region 4, C3, is a visual region, a visible region, and this one, for me personally, is the nicest one. In front of the hands, at the knees, the inner plumes or feathers, I would say, region. And you can see region 5, not visible. And the last region, region 6 on the binos, which is the backside and the feet, I mean the legs, and the front of the mouth and the underside of the chin. So pretty nice. I love these regions, very nice. As for the saddle, you need to be level 60, 200 fiber, 50 ingots, and 350 height in the smithy. And we'll put the saddle on there, and the saddle looks actually pretty good. It's not too bad. It's simple, clean, in theme, so very nice. I like it a lot. And of course, we can also paint that saddle. And I just wanted to show you the regions, so when you paint it, you know what to look out for. I always like to paint my saddles fully black to start off with, if I don't know the regions yet. And then with cyan, I just see what looks good. And lastly, as I promised, a few bonus tips. First of all, use your gene scanner. It will help you so much to find those things. Then, of course, once you locate one, you need to protect it, make sure it's not getting killed by stuff, and kill everything around it, because if it's gonna interfere with your mini game, you don't really want that. So here I'm just killing those big things, because if they start running around, you're basically screwed. So meanwhile, I'm checking it. It's not doing much, so that's a good thing. Fighting really small stuff. But I tend to kill the bigger stuff and the most dangerous stuff, so 1, I don't get interfered, 2, it doesn't get killed. So biggest things are killed here. So I'm just checking what's it doing. I'm also placing a rally point so I know where the spike is when I dismount it. I also want to show that with a wyvern you don't get any aggro on a Megaraptor, so that's why I'm always out with the wyvern. As you can see, it's not even caring. I see it bending off, so that's my cue to start the taming process. Once I get close, you can see I got aggro, run to the spike. Breaks one of my pieces, but it's fine. And then we start the minigame. In a little bit, I'll interrupt the minigame because then you'll be able to see what's happening if I just break out of the minigame. There we go. You get, of course, the aggro, and you cannot start it again for a while. You have to wait. Meanwhile, I'll try to dodge, use the altar as my save point here to dodge the attacks. And at a certain point, it will stop hunting me, and that means I'll be able to re-enable, like here. There you go, you saw it, it became blue again. Then you just start the process again. And from here, you know the drill. It's the same as it is, but it can get a little messy. So I'm gonna skip forward a little bit after. You see there's like a wild animal here blocking me. I don't want to hit it. Let's skip forward. And here you can see how messy it can get. Just as I'm about to give it my last hit, we have a visitor. Yeah, nothing else but another Megaraptor is coming in. I missed that target. I need to crouch because it's blocking me. I know it's hitting me, but I just want to get that last hit in. But you can see how messy it can get, you know. I tried to get away from it, tried to hit the other one, but it's all one big mess. And then at the very end, I managed to hit it, run away, take out my shotgun, miss a few shots, but then just kill it. And the final tip, if you can on official servers, because fillers, is gating your tame, and you'll see in a minute why. I also want to thank you if you made it this far to keep watching, and hopefully you had some fun watching this. And the only thing that is here is say goodbye to you, and thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about this format. Do I do more like this? Do I do other dinos like this? And here's how messy it can get. That's why I put the gate. But guys, I see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.